Our top story tonight, a major traffic change is now in effect in Port Wentworth. City leaders have officially banned semi-trucks from a stretch of coastal highway as part of a broader effort to transform the area into a more family-friendly downtown district. WSAV's Isabella Baez spoke with city officials about why they say the change is needed.
If you were to drive along this portion of Coastal Highway, you might notice less congestion. And if you were to live off the road, you might notice less noise. The reasoning, a permanent semi-truck ban.
We are not anti-truckers. We are not anti-truck traffic.
After a 2-month-long education period and 1-month warning period, the day is finally here, where semi-trucks will no longer be able to drive across Coastal Highway between Grange Road and Bonnie Bridge.
We've seen a noticeable drop in the trucks already. So with all the warnings that went out, there was over 500 warnings last month just to let the truckers get used to this.
Mayor of Port Wentworth Tracy Saunders and City Manager Steve Davis say the goal of this project is moving commercial traffic away from the downtown area and shifting it to alternative roads that are better designed to handle heavy freight traffic.
Coastal Highway is a 2-lane road, and having trucks going back and forth at the same time on a 2-lane road takes away from kids being able to play safely in their yards, families being able to get out and walk around.
This ban is just the beginning of a larger redevelopment project to help reshape their downtown area, paving the way for more businesses and more pedestrian traffic.
Right now there are restaurants in the works, there's commercial space, I've heard rumors of a bakery. So there are a lot of really good things coming to downtown and things that don't necessarily mix with truck traffic.
City officials say the semi-truck ban will be enforced by increasing police presence, and they recommend truck drivers to watch out for new updated signs to help avoid any delays and any citations. Reporting in Port Wentworth, I'm Isabella Baez, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Some new details now. We've learned the woman killed in a shooting last night was a soldier assigned to the 3rd Infantry Division. It happened around 8 o'clock at the Fords Point Apartments and townhomes off of Ogeechee Road. Chatham County Police say that officers responding to a domestic incident found the woman dead from a gunshot wound. Police have arrested 23-year-old Taj Hemphill, who was charged with murder. According to a Facebook post by the 3rd ID in 2023, he was also stationed at Fort Stewart at some point. We're still working to get more details, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more. One man is dead. A woman is recovering after a domestic stabbing in Savannah. Savannah police say it happened around 10 last night in the 2200 block of Teresa Drive, where officers found a man dead. Police say a woman told investigators the man attacked her before another man stepped in to defend her. The woman suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was taken to Candler Hospital for treatment. No arrests have been made, and the investigation remains ongoing. A Bullitt County jury has returned a guilty verdict at a murder trial that drew attention after the defendant made headlines for self-inflicted injuries while awaiting trial. WSAV's Evan Smoke has the details on the sentencing.
Following a 3-day trial, Robert Keller was found guilty of all 10 counts, including murder, and will be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The verdict was returned shortly after 2 p.m., guilty of all charges. Keller kept his head down as the verdict was read. Before the sentence, Keller did make a statement saying he was a divine being and he wanted to tell the truth, but this was not a setting I trust to do so. Before reading the sentence, Judge Matthew Hubie offered condolences to Dupree's family and sentenced Keller to 2 consecutive life sentences as well as an additional 25 years. Following the trial, Acting District Attorney Jillian Gibson spoke to media about the verdict.
We're very pleased with the verdict. We're grateful for the jury's service and their attention to the details and the evidence in this case. We're thankful for the hard work of the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office, and we just appreciate the jury and they're returning a guilty verdict, and a verdict that speaks the truth in this case.
No mention was made Wednesday on whether Keller will serve his sentence at a regular prison or at a federal medical center. Reporting from Statesboro, Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
A child was hurt after an apparent shark bite in Liberty County. The U.S. Coast Guard in Charleston says it received a call around 4:05 this afternoon about the bite involving a child. Officials say they contacted the vessel and coordinated with EMS to meet them at the Sunbury boat ramp. At this time, there is no confirmed information on the child's age or condition. Tomorrow marks 1 year since gunshots erupted inside the Oglethorpe Mall in Savannah, forcing shoppers and workers to run for cover. One woman later died from heart complications following that chaotic scene. Store owner Zelania Williams says she was just steps away when the gunfire broke out. She took cover in her shop before later being escorted out by law enforcement. Inside the mall, she says she saw people crying as they were led through the mall past broken glass and shell casings. the scene prompting her to take a closer look at safety inside her own business.
My ears are more keen now to disagreements, arguments. 3 months ago, I've added 3 more cameras so they're able to, if anything should happen again.
WSAV reached out to the mall for a statement. Mall management says security measures have been enhanced and they are using a firearm detecting canine. New tonight, the Chatham Area Transit Authority has approved a $425,000 settlement in a federal lawsuit filed by a woman who accused the agency of negligence and disability discrimination. The settlement was approved during yesterday's CAT board meeting. The lawsuit was filed by Kimberly Davis, who said that she was injured while riding a CAT mobility vehicle in November of 2023 when her motorized scooter was not properly secured. Davis also claimed that CAT retaliated against her by banning her from using its mobility service after she filed her original suit. Under the agreement, CAT's personal injury insurer, RLI, will pay 80% of the settlement, while its employment services insurer, SHUG, will cover the remaining 20%. Charges dismissed against a Varnville teacher accused of leaving a 6-year-old student behind during a field trip earlier this year. Amanda Paget was initially accused of unlawfully placing a child at risk after authorities say a 6-year-old student was left unattended following a field trip to the Palmetto Theater in March. The child was later found running along Highway 278 before being spotted by Estill Police Chief Chauncey Solomon. At the time, Paget was placed on administrative leave. We are still waiting to hear back about her current employment status. New tonight, authorities in Screven and Burke counties are asking for the public's help finding a wanted man. 40-year-old Trenton Dukes of Allendale is wanted on active felony warrants. Investigators say Dukes is wanted in Screven County for theft by taking and in Burke County for theft by deception. Authorities say the warrants are active as of this afternoon, and they are asking anyone with information about his whereabouts to come forward. Investigators in 2 states are asking for help finding a Hilton Head Island teenager. 17-year-old Willow Muslemi was reported missing by her family yesterday after she left home in the middle of the night. She is 5'7", around 130 pounds. She may be in Savannah or in South Carolina. Anyone with information can call the Beaufort County Sheriff's non-emergency line at 843-524-2777. A new idea could change how Chatham County helps people experiencing homelessness. The proposal was presented to local leaders today, and it's already generating conversation. WSAV's Isley Herschel now with a look at the vision for what's being called Hope City.
Hope City is an idea with a mission of connecting those who are experiencing homelessness with all of the resources they need to get back on track.
It provides emergency bed space and also a transitional program. It provides certifications for people to get training and other resources where they can get medical attention, substance abuse treatment, and mental health treatment on site.
Chatham County's District Attorney Shalina Jones is spearheading the project. She adds that this program will also be a tax relief for residents, as each unhoused person in Georgia costs $50,000 to fund, according to the DA's office.
They're paying $75 a day. Essentially, the running of this facility, because we already have so many agencies, and we only have to really look at the cost of the property itself as well as renovation.
But not everyone thinks this is a good idea. The DA wants the building to be located at 309 Stiles Avenue in Savannah's 1st District. Alderwoman Bernetta Lanier represents that community and does not want this building in her district.
It's not a good fit for us in the work that we have been doing to uplift our community. It is not welcome, we do not want it, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that this does not happen.
She cites plans to elevate the Canal District and help those living there build generational wealth. She says putting Hope City in that community would be a step back.
We do not need to bring in a population that's poorer than the low wealth people that live there. And as the leader and the spokesperson in the 4th generation of West Savannah, it will not be coming.
That was Isley Herschel reporting. Alderwoman Lanier also posted this on Facebook saying, "It looks like we're going to need an economic boycott to convince these people that we do not want a homeless complex at Stiles and Gwinnett. We have got to take our city back."